Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning. Good morning, Madam Secretary. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for holding this hearing to examine a looming challenge for our nation's higher education system. We're here today to examine how to ensure the availability of federal student loans. By virtue of holding this hearing, we're acknowledging the potential risk to loan availability that has developed in recent months. I consider it a positive sign that members on both sides of the aisle recognize these challenges. I only hope we can come together in the same way to find solutions. There are several factors that have contributed to the current student loan uncertainty: deteriorating confidence and reduced investor demand in the capital markets due to the subprime mortgage meltdown, increased financing costs, the possibility of higher defaults because of overall economic weakness, and the real and perceived impact of the subsidy cuts imposed just a few months ago. I want to be clear on this point. While the program cuts imposed last fall are not the cause of the current market instability, they are certainly playing a role. There are real questions about whether loan providers will continue to participate in the federal loan program as a result of the cuts enacted in the College Cost Reduction and Access Act. Those cuts, when coupled with the current instability in the current markets, may create the perfect storm where loan providers may find themselves unable to finance student loans. The Federal Family Education Loan Program has used innovation to absorb various program cuts and policy changes over the years. However, there is a point at which no further cuts can be absorbed, and in all likelihood we will not know with certainty that we have reached that point until it's too late. Our intention today is not to sound a false alarm. Each of us hopes that the predictions of a loan crisis never come to pass. Part of our purpose today is to identify solutions so that we are prepared whether or not the situation grows worse. Members on both sides of the aisle have joined together in an effort to engage federal regulators immediately. Letters have been sent to the Secretary of Education, who we will hear from shortly. They've been sent to the Secretary of the Treasury, and a letter will soon be sent to the Chairman of the Federal Reserve. Our goal in engaging the various federal agencies now is to try to prevent any harm in the nation's college students before it occurs. We're trying to avoid a situation similar to the current mortgage crisis by intervening before students are left without options. Concerns have been raised by members on and off this committee because the problem is much larger than just this committee. Any real solution needs to be a result of extensive discussion with parties who are experts in the financial market arena, and I'm glad we have an expert from Wall Street here today. I offered an amendment during the recent consideration of reforms to the Higher Education Act. With that amendment, I proposed a sense of Congress that these same federal agencies should be closely monitoring the situation in the student loan credit markets, and that they should act quickly to notify Congress in the event of a problem so that we could act quickly. It was disappointing that my amendment was not made in order. I'm afraid we sent a signal then that we did not care. However, by holding this hearing today, we're sending a powerful signal of our commitment to a robust and healthy student loan system that continues to deliver tens of billions in federally backed loans that help students achieve their college dreams. Today's hearing is on a topic of utmost importance, and so I will keep my remarks brief. I simply want to note that our purpose here is not partisan. It should not be an effort to favor one loan program over another, nor should it be used to point the finger of blame. We must look to the future and keep our focus squarely on what will be best for students and families who are pursuing higher education and the benefits and personal enrichment that come with it. Once again, I want to thank Chairman Miller for holding this hearing. I want to thank Secretary Spellings for being here, as well as our panel of expert witnesses, and I yield back.